This prophecy is scaring many people right now, and the reason is not because it sounds impossible, but because it sounds like it is already happening. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that the things written thousands of years ago are appearing in the news, in the streets, and even in your own life. Imagine hearing words spoken long before you were born, yet they describe this exact generation with frightening accuracy. That is why people are afraid. Not because prophecy is new, but because it feels close. Very close. And some believe closer than ever before. Across the world, more people are starting to talk about ancient prophecies again. Not just pastors, not just Bible teachers, but ordinary people, scientists, journalists, and even those who never believed before. They are asking the same question: what if the warnings were real? What if the signs were never meant to scare us, but to prepare us? Because one of the most talked about prophecies right now speaks about a time when the world would look strong on the outside but broken on the inside. A time when people would have knowledge, technology, and power, yet still feel lost, confused, and afraid. Many believe we are living in that time. There is a prophecy that says in the last days, people will run to and fro, and knowledge will increase. When those words were written, there were no airplanes, no internet, no satellites, no smartphones. But today the whole world moves faster than ever. News travels in seconds. One event in one country can shake the entire planet in minutes. Some people see this and feel excited. Others see it and feel uneasy because it sounds exactly like what was described long ago. Another prophecy says that there will be wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And when people hear that, they look at the world today and they see conflicts everywhere. Not just one war, not just two, but tension in many places at the same time. Even when there is peace, there is always the fear that something could start at any moment. This is what makes the prophecy scary to many people, because it does not sound like the past, it sounds like the present. There is also a warning about a time when people will call good evil and evil good. A time when truth will be hard to find and people will argue about everything. Some say this is happening now more than ever. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has a voice. But the more voices there are, the harder it becomes to know what is right. This confusion makes people nervous because the prophecy says this would happen before a great change in the world. One of the most frightening parts of the prophecy talks about a moment that will come suddenly. A moment when life seems normal, when people are eating, working, buying, selling, laughing, and planning for the future. And then everything changes. Not slowly. Not step by step. Suddenly. This is what makes many people uncomfortable, because it means the world does not always give warnings the way we expect. Sometimes the biggest events happen when nobody thinks anything is about to happen. Events increasing. Storms, earthquakes, strange weather, things happening in places where they never used to happen before. Some people say this is just nature. Others say it is part of the signs. But whether someone believes or not, one thing is clear. The world feels different. Many people say they feel like something is coming, even if they cannot explain what it is. Another reason this prophecy scares people is because it talks about people becoming colder. Not in temperature, but in heart. It says that love will grow cold, that people will care less about each other, that selfishness will increase. When people look around today, they see kindness, but they also see anger, division, and hatred growing faster than before. And when they read those words written long ago, it makes them wonder if the prophecy is being fulfilled right in front of them. Some believe the prophecy is not meant to make us panic, but to wake us up. Because every warning also comes with a message of hope. The same prophecy that talks about dark times also talks about a chance to change, a chance to choose what is right, a chance to be ready instead of afraid. But fear spreads faster than hope, and that is why so many people focus on the scary part. There are people who say these things have happened before, and maybe they are right. History has always had wars, disasters, and confusion. But what makes this moment feel different to many is how everything seems to be happening at the same time. Technology growing fast, conflicts rising, people divided, nature acting strange, faith being questioned. All of it together makes the prophecy feel closer than ever. And then there is the part that frightens people the most, the idea that nobody knows the exact day or hour. That means life continues as normal until the moment it does not. Some people hear that and feel fear. Others hear that and feel urgency. Because if nobody knows the time, then every moment matters. Every decision matters. Every choice matters. That is why this prophecy is scaring many people right now. Not because it is new, but because it feels possible. Not because it is loud, but because it sounds familiar. And when something written long ago starts to look like the world we see today, it makes people stop, think, and ask questions they were not asking before. The real question is not whether the prophecy is scary. The real question is why it feels so real to so many people at the same time. Maybe it is coincidence. Maybe it is history repeating itself. Or maybe it is a reminder that the world has always been moving toward a moment we do not fully understand yet. And if the prophecy is true, then fear is not the message. The message is to be awake, to pay attention, to live with purpose. Because the people who were warned were never told to panic, they were told to be ready. And that might be the part many people forget. Because the prophecy that scares the world the most is also the one that says hope will still exist, even in the final moments. And that is why people keep talking about it. And that is why people keep watching videos like this. Because deep down, everyone wants to know the same thing. Are we really living in the time that was spoken about long ago, or are we closer than we think?